there's a few materials you need to get started with gripping your first skateboard. First one obviously is the skateboard deck. Right here, this can be ranged from $30 to $60 depending on the brand. Next step you're going to need would be some grip tape. This can be Jessup, Mob, Iron Horse, or Black Magic. I don't really see a difference with much of them. A few of them have a little bit more stickier grip, but otherwise they're pretty much the same. And you can get that for about $2 to $5 at your local skate shop. You're going to need a screwdriver. Any screwdriver will work. That's just to outline the grip tape for later. You can also use a little tiny screwdriver. This will be used to poke the holes in, to put the bolts in for the trucks. We'll talk about that later. And then the razor blade, which will be used for cutting the grip tape. Just take your skateboard, lay it horizontally across the table. You also need like a hard surface. I'm using a countertop, but you can use any hard surface to work. You want to take the skateboard, lay it across the table horizontally, and take your grip tape and locate one of the corners of it. And you have this cardboard paper on the back. What you're going to want to do is we're going to peel that off, just like this. Save this paper for the next step. Make sure it's centered above the deck, and don't push it down right away because you don't want to take a stick on there in the wrong spot. So what I like to do is make sure it's centered above the deck, and then choose either the nose or the tail of the skateboard deck, and then just start at the corner and then slowly start pushing it down. The goal here is to not have any air bubbles in the grip tape because it gets in the way of skateboarding later on. So what you can do is you can go back, press down. You can also use a straight edge card or credit card or something. Anything straight to help push down. So now you got that grip tape on. Make sure there's not a lot of air bubbles. And then take this cardboard piece of paper, lay it on top, and then just smooth it across. Make sure you have most air bubbles out. Next step, take your screwdriver. And what you want to do is put pressure on the edge of the skateboard, and then just scrape along. This might be kind of loud, but you have to do it in order to cut it. You just want to go all the way around the skateboard until there's a white outline on top of the grip tape. So when you have a white outline like that on top of the skateboard, what I like to do is go around about 2 or 3 times because the more you do it, the easier it's going to be for cutting in the next step. Alright, that should be good. Next step, take your razor blade, and what I like to do is make a slit right here, 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 and here, because that creates it into sections, so it's easier than just cutting it all at once. You got little sections you can work with. So take it right where it starts to go up on the nose or tail. I just take it and make a little slit there. Make another one here. And then make another one here, and then, well, I can't really do one here because the grip tape's not even on it. So then what you want to do is just have your board on the edge of your hard surface, and just pick a slot and hold your razor blade about a 45-degree angle, and then just slide it along. It's okay if you mess up, because you can always go back and trim it later, but if you do it really good, it should be able to slide right along with the edge of the grip tape, or edge of the skateboard. So there you go, you got one section done right there. The little straight pieces you're not going to need, so you can throw those away, but these corner pieces right here, you're going to want to save those for the last step. So just take it and just This step can take a while, and it's okay, like I said, if you mess up like I just did, you can always go back and trim it later. But since I have a limited time, I'm going to do it as quick as I can. And I'll trim it a little bit, but not much. So these pieces, let's do this now. You're going to want to take this and fold over the corners. So you have a grip tape piece, little corner, and then you can take this and just clean it up later. And turn your skateboard around, and then just keep on cutting on the side like you were doing on the other side. Just make sure you're holding your razor blade at about a 45-degree angle. And then just trim the edges of it. The better that you scraped it in the last step, the easier this will be. Now this one is a little harder, but we can make it work. Just fold it over like that. And then just trim up the edges a little bit. Alright, so it should look like this. You're not done yet. Now that you've cut it and trimmed around, take the pieces we folded over and then hold it on the side and just scrape it along. It should leave a little white outline. That's okay, you're going to want that. This helps press down the grip tape and keep it on your board. It also sands up the edges. Just like that. So the finished product should look like this, and then you don't have to do this step now, but I like to do it now. Take your little screwdriver and then poke in each of these holes. So when you put your trucks on later, the bolts can go in and hold them on the skateboard. So after you have your holes poked in for the bolts for your trucks to go on later, now you can just admire your freshly grip taped skateboard and have fun skating.